Hello designers, good day. This is Praise God Obonna. I'm glad to have you watching this right now. I want us to just do something very simple. I always call them simple because anything you can do in just few minutes or maybe an hour by yourself and then it's beautiful should be tagged as simple, and it always gets better and simple. Okay, what I want us to do is actually a social media cover page, or if you like you can say web cover page, but actually a cover page. Now I want to say a few things here before we proceed. What makes you a professional designer is not how much you know about the principles of design or how much you know about elements of design, or even someone that uses all the design elements in one design. That is not what makes you a professional design. But if you know the principles of design and you know how to apply them, and you choose few preferable of the design elements in a design to give a unique look to what you are doing, I think you can call yourself a professional design. It is not about knowing it, but in the application. All right. I'm going to say one more thing here. Sometimes when you go to people's cover page, let's say Facebook or any other, you discover that the information they have on the cover page is either, half cut. Something is divided. You can't read through to see everything. Now the reason for that is because they just designed without taking in consideration some factors, and that is what I want to talk about first. A professional designer also takes precautive measures, is careful of what he does. In fact, a professional designer asks questions when a design project is given. You don't just jump and start doing something. So if someone is giving you a project to do, ask questions, right? Where are you going to apply this? What is this for? How is it? How do you want it and all that? Just ask questions so that you get to understand what the person wants, and then you give the person exactly. The person will call you back, all right? So sometimes if you make a design, like we're talking about cover page right now, and then we use a square shaped canvas like this of equal size, both height and the width, my dear, definitely you are going to be forced to make choice, either to use the top part, the middle part, or this down part of the canvas or your design. All right, you cannot use everything here as a cover page. It is not possible. And most times, if the information that you have on your design on your design is a bit dispersed, like is here and is here, you will be forced to choose one and leave the other. Or if it is scattered somehow, you'll be forced to miss a lot of things. Are you getting it now? So it is important you know what to do, where to start when you're making your design. And now, number one thing I want us to do now is to go to measurement. Now, the reason I'm going to use this measurement pattern is because what we are talking about is social media, or if you like, web cover page, whichever one, right? A web cover page or social media cover page, whichever one, they are almost the same. They are the same thing, rather. Okay. So now that is why I'm going to use this mode of measurement. But there are other modes of measurement in PixelLab, especially when you want to print your design, like a cover, a book cover. You have to measure properly. You want to make design for a flyer, calendar, wedding card, many other things like normal flyer, event flyers, letterhead paper, ID cards, and you have to take proper measurement of your design before you start. All right, before you start, take note of that. Before you start, you have to measure your canvas, your work canvas first before you start. But on this, I'm going to use a different form of measurement mode, just because it is not going to be printed, so there is no need, taking that, calculations and all that. So we're going to look into something. So the number one thing we need to do now is to go to our app drawer. We will see image size, and then when we see the width, I think the width here is okay in 1500. That is 3. That is 500 times 3. And this one here, I'm going to clear it and make it 500. So what I'm using now is like 3 by 1 by 3. Are you getting it? Yes, 1 by 3. All right. So we say, okay, now this is exactly the shape of a cover page. So every other thing I'm going to design now is going to correspond based on what we have here. All right. So let's proceed. The number one thing I'm going to do now is to go to my background. All right, so let's go to background. I click on the background. I'll change this from gradient to color. I want a raw color, and I think this is good. All right, you notice that when you change the color background, the extra area, all right, here changed. If you have something dark here, this place will be white, so that they will not mix together. Do you understand? Yes, so they will not mix together. But if you have something, lighter here, you have this place to be dark. That is how it is. So I have chosen my color and I say okay. Now let me come back to my design background. First of all, I'm going to import something from my gallery, and that is City or House Illustrator. I think I like this one. This one is better, so I will use this node here to crop it. All right, and I say okay, and I will resize it. Okay, I will resize it like this so that it will cover this way. So after that, I will bring it down a little bit. All right, and then go to opacity and bring it down very much, down to 10. Right, and I'll say okay, and as well lock it. All right, so now I'm going to do another thing. I don't want this area to be shown the way it is. All right, this area. So I'm going to draw something to cover it. All right, so I'll go to draw. Once you click on that draw icon, the next thing you need to do is to go to the blurred radius. Set it how you want it first before you now draw. Do you understand? Yes. Let's go to 25. That is good. 25, and then the pen size here is okay like this, and then let's choose same color as this, and then I can now draw. Did you see that? I have drawn something. Oh, let's use this one. Oh no, that's not good. I'm going to use the exact color we have there, which is this one here. So I will increase the pen size to the highest and go to the blurred radius to the highest as well, and then I'll draw something here. All right, if you see what I'm doing, you'll see that that place now has been covered like something like a cloud or shadow, and I'll say okay. So if you take a look at it, you see it now. Are you seeing clearly? Beautiful. So what will happen is I'm going to stretch it a bit, stretch it this way, and then bring it down. Yes, this is beautiful, and then I'll go ahead to lock it. All right, so I'm going to import another thing, which is the logo I'm going to use for this design, and then pick colors, other colors from there. So let me go to my PixelLab. Okay, this is what I want to use, this logo here. All right, let me crop it. This area is not needed. So after cropping it, then you say okay. Oh, I think this size is even beautiful. Yep, this size is beautiful, but let me increase it a bit. And then I go to my relative position, click on the middle, and yes, it's okay, but I have to take it up a little bit because I do not like where it is positioned. Yes, this is better. Yeah, and I say okay, so I can equally lock it now. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to import a shape. All right, so this is the shape, and I'm going to change the type of shape here to this, and then bring it closer to this place. All right, and after that I'll say yep, okay. Then we go to color, and then we're gonna choose color. Okay, I already have the color I want to choose from the logo. I have it here already. So, but in case you have forgotten how to pick color, let me show you how to do that. So you click on this plus sign here. You can see the color dropper up here. See the color dropper up here. So you tap on your color dropper, then you pick the material, exact material you want to pick colors from, then you tap the area of the color you want, and then you say okay. You say okay again. So are you seeing that? Yes, it has given me what I actually want. So after that, you will now say okay. Now I'm going to copy this and then increase, of course, zoom this out. Right, so let me lock the zoom, and then I'm going to reduce the size of this. Okay, let me change the color so that I will see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, all right, say okay, and then let's go to positioning. Oh, this is okay, and then I say okay. So I'm going to merge these two elements right now so that I can copy them effectively and use anywhere I want it. All right, so let's bring this thing back, and then we duplicate it. So this is it. All right, so let us proceed. I have other things to do as well. So I'll go to bring another shape. Okay, let's choose this particular shape. I think I like it. I like that shape. And yeah, it's okay like this, but I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. I'm going to stretch it out a little bit like this, and then I'll rotate it also this way. Let's go and pick color. Pick this royal blue color, and then use our position to take it to where it's supposed to be. Yes, that is good. Right, let me bring up another shape, resize it. Okay, resize it like this. and say okay. Let us go to color, pick this particular color, bring it to this area. Okay, this is big. So say okay, and then we use our alright. So this is okay. So I'm going to reposition it now so that I'll be able to cover that line. Right? Yes, that is okay. Oh, I think these two are really, so let me move them now. I want to move the two of them. Yeah, they are better now. Yeah, I think they are really better. Oh yes, this is what I want. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, I want to add other elements. So I'm going to add test, edit the test, and I'll wipe this off, and then choose the dots, click below, choose the dot again, click below. This is how I'll be doing it until I've gotten what I want. Okay, this is okay. This is okay. And then we say okay. All right. And then we'll go to size and increase it a bit. Okay, let's make it 40. Is okay. Then before we do other things, let's go to line spacing and bring them closer to each other. Still 40. We say okay. And then font, let's see if we can make these dots to look in a different way. Okay, I think acknowledgements, really acknowledgement. Okay. Now I've seen exactly what caused it. So we just have to reduce the size. Let's reduce it to 30. Then go back to spacing and increase it a bit. Okay. Yes. Yet it's still big. Let's go to test the size. This is really big. 24 is okay. Then we'll go back to the spacing. Okay, let's use this one. It's okay. So I'm gonna bring it closer now. I'm gonna bring it closer like this. All right. Then we go to color and give it this color, and then copy, go to opacity and reduce it to 30. All right. Bring it closer to this one like this, and then copy again, bring it closer this way. Okay. So you see the three of them now are a bit closer to each other, and then that's giving us nice look, right? So I'm going to merge the three of those elements now. So you click on this menu button below here, you tap on the three things you want to merge, you click on the middle one, which is merge, say okay. So you have successfully merged these items, right? So now I'm going to position it where it's supposed to be. This is the middle. I say okay, and then I'm going to drag it a bit back. Okay, yeah, this is it. That's another one. Just trying to make out something beautiful. All right, I realized that the designing your idea written on that logo is not showing well, so we are going to resize it. But before then, let me write the email and position it under here. We'll go to font. There's one Fullocom font I like so much, which is Bugalo Regular. I like this font, and we say okay. We go to color, we give it pure black, and then we reduce the size to 20. Then we go to spacing. Just want to space it a little bit, all right, so that it can be readable. All right, so that is it. Now the next thing is to centralize it. All right, bring it down, and then I'll use this one to take it up a little bit so that it will not be hidden. Now this is it. So let me go ahead now to lock 1, 2, though I would still need to copy this one, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so these are the things I have been able to. So the next one, I'll bring up another shape, turn it to this particular one, and okay, let's say okay, so that I can rotate it. All right, so bring it down to this side, and let's go to color. I'll still give it this blue color, but I'm going to do something. I'm going to reduce the opacity drastically to I think 20. Yes, and then after that I'll copy it, and then bring up the opacity to the highest, and then change the color to this particular background color. Then I'll reduce it. Just watch and see what I'm doing. I'll reduce the size so that it will fit in here. All right, now so let me bring the size down. Still big, a little more than I should use. Yes, this is good. So let us position it properly. Yeah, this is what I want now. And for this I'm going to copy it, bring the positioning down, send it this way, and then use this position to take it further here. Right, I want it to be at the middle. All right, so this is it. And then this particular one here, I will also copy it, go to relative position, send it this way and bring it down, then use this tool to bring it closer. Right, and I will also come to this one, the bigger one. Oh sorry, also come to the bigger one, then copy and drag it to that point, but I need to reduce the size. It's big, right? So then copy another one, come to this side and then use this position as well to take it up. Okay, let's make it this way. This is okay. So let's bring it back. Alright, now here is it. So I'm going to bring up another shape, round shape also, or circle if you like. Resize it, take it to this point. So we get to the color and I'll give it this color. Yeah, so here is it. Now is it really the last thing I want to do? Okay, this is test. Let me add test. I'm going to add Consinity Studios, then make it all capital letters and then say okay, and then I will go to font. I'll go to font and choose from my recent Gotham bold, Go Bold Extra 2. That's the one I want to use for this, and I want it to be here, somewhere around here, but I'm going to reduce the opacity after changing the color. All right, so let's go get the color, say okay, and then we'll bring down the opacity to 25. Yes, and I'll copy it, come to relative position, take it this way. Yeah, but I still have to bring it down a bit. All right, okay, now I'm seeing something. I think this box here, I need to bring it down. Yes, I need to reduce the size because it is not supposed to cover the consinity there. All right, so let's go to it. Are you see what I'm talking about? Yes, I don't want it to cover the consinity there, consinity studio there. So that's the reason I had to reduce the size. So bring the consinity down a bit. So this particular design is not really, it's not clustered, it doesn't have much, but this looks very cute, right? Yeah, it looks very beautiful. If you like, you can add other things, other shapes like this triangle. If you like, you can do something like this. feel I can do something like this. This is a shape now. Let's go to color. Maybe let's use this yellow, and then copy, come to position. Let's zoom this. All right, so you can copy, reduce the size. Alright, so let's reduce the speed of it. Say okay, you copy again, come to this point, let's zoom this more. Excuse me. Can reduce the size more, and then take it closer. Sorry. Alright, so take it closer. So let's see how this looks. All right, so you can do something like this, right? This is just, using available tools to play around to just get something very beautiful. There's no big thing here, right? So you can see that particular one has also given its beauty on it. So as much as you want, you can just apply a few things to make your work look nice. All right, it doesn't mean that you have to make it clustered. All right, but pay attention to a few things that are more important. Let your design be attractive. Let the size be okay, and that's just it. So I believe you can design this kind of cover page for someone and then get paid for it. After, when you're done, you can just go to this place, you click on save, then you choose your dimension as ultra, then you save to gallery. That is just that. So I will allow you to practice what you've just watched now, and keep on practicing. Thank you very much.